Shikha. On Shikha's birthday, Kapil had made up his mind to propose marriage to her, but before that he got to read Shikha's medical file and changed his mind. After all, what was written in that file? As the time to go to Shikha's birthday party is approaching, my anxiety is increasing. I am fully prepared to go to his house but do not dare to step out of my flat. I met Shikha for the first time about 2 months ago at my college friend Sameer's house. On the same occasion, I was also introduced to Sameer's wife Anjali, his friend Manish and his girlfriend Neha. I couldn't take my eyes off Shikha's beautiful face. When she laughed heartily on small things, the other person would smile on her own. When I got the opportunity, I asked Sameer alone, "Does Shikha have a boyfriend?" "No," he replied, carefully reading my face. "Good." My heart jumped with joy when I heard his answer. "Make me friends with him, man." "Kapil, I could not have introduced your friendship with him, but I did it. I fell in love with Shikha at first sight." Hearing these words from my mouth, he laughed. "You have not changed much. Even in college, the worm that made you love at first sight used to bite. Forget the old things, my friend. Now I want to settle down in my house. I think Shikha is the princess of my dreams," I said, trying to convince her that I am very serious about this latest case of love. In the first meeting itself, Shikha had created tremendous magic on my heart and mind. The desire to make him my own took away my night's sleep and the peace of the day. On the evening of the third day of that meeting, I met Shikha outside her office. She was happy to see me. Then we went to a restaurant to drink coffee. We talked a lot that evening. We both did not know when an hour passed while talking with laughter. Later, he went to drop her in a car to her house. I wanted to meet her parents because it was important for me to win the hearts of both of them. Shikha was living with her parents in a 3-room flat. I made a place in the hearts of both of them by talking a lot with full interest about her mother's back pain and Papa's passion for gardening. The magic of my good behavior spoke on the heads of both of them, and then they bid me farewell by feeding me dinner. 2 days later, I started treating Shikha's mother with a renowned bone doctor in the city. Her medicine benefited her a lot. The next Sunday evening, after receiving a book on gardening from me, Shikha's father hugged me with great affection and I was confident of finding my destination. At my request, Shikha went out with me after a few days and I didn't miss that opportunity to win her heart. When I suddenly presented her with a bouquet of roses, she couldn't stop smiling. Gradually, the meeting between us increased. Seeing her very happy with me, my heart would say that she would agree to marry me soon. A beautiful, gentle, smart and earning boy like yet. A few days later, while walking in the park with me, Shikha suddenly asked this question, and I became very restless. I controlled the turmoil of my mind and replied in a simple voice. "Shikha, I know a lot of girls, but sometimes I also wonder why the princess of my dreams has not come in my life till date. The princess or prince of dreams is rarely found, Kapil. Can I find the princess of my dreams?" I asked, looking lovingly into her eyes. "What do I know?" he said, scolding me. I arrived in a very happy mood at the office the next day. My colleague Ritu came to my chamber and said, "Where is he missing on Saturday and Sunday, Kapil?" I wasn't feeling well. I wrote a small kiss on her cheek to remove her displeasure. "Will you stay with me this Saturday or should I make some other program?" "I'll definitely be with you," I said, biting a mischievous stick on his cheek. I lied to Shikha the previous day. So far many girls had been my girlfriends, but Shikha was much better than all of them. She has all the qualities of being a good wife. I decided to marry him in my heart. On Saturday night, I had dinner with Ritu and then spent the night in her flat in her arms. The truth is that I did not feel any guilt while doing this, because till then I had not made any promise of marriage to Shikha. By the way, By proposing marriage in front of Shikha on Sunday, 2 weeks later, I made up for this deficiency. My life seems incomplete without you, Shikha. May you be mine forever, the princess of my dreams, I said, gazing lovingly into her eyes as her blonde cheeks turned pink. I will be very happy to be your partner in the path of life, Kapil. Hearing his yes in these words did not stop my happiness. Then it was decided between us that 3 days later, on the occasion of Shikha's birthday, we will surprise all friends, relatives and family members about our decision to get married. The next night, around 9 p.m., Sameer, Anjali, Manish and Neha came to meet me at my flat without informing me. Extending a file with a blue cover towards me, Manish said in a very serious tone, "Kapil, read this file." After reading it, I came to know that it was Shikha's medical file. He had tried to commit suicide by consuming sleeping pills about 10 months ago. In this photo, Shikha was standing with her boyfriend Rajiv. Shikha tried to commit suicide by being cheated in love at the hands of this. Anjali took out a postcard-sized photo from her purse and held it in my hand. On one hand, this fraudulent man used to insist on marrying Shikha, and on the other hand, he was making a splash in the hotel with his old girlfriend in Shimla. When Shikha got this news from a girl she knew, she was so deeply shocked that she tried to commit suicide. Look at this crooked finger of mine. I met Rajiv once at a party. I got mad with anger and punched him so much that my finger got fractured. Neha stopped me or I would have killed her that day. After calming the angry Manish, Sameer told me, Shikha does not have the strength to bear another shock, Kapil. If you think you won't be loyal to him for the rest of your life, don't come to his birthday party tomorrow. He will be very sad, but we will handle him. Anjali prayed to me in an emotional tone. The decision is thoughtful. Do it, Kapil. If a relationship that goes against Shikha's interests still remains in your life, then destroy it from the root tonight. Come to tomorrow's party with a vow to always be loyal to him, please. After this, everyone took turns hugging me and went away. I couldn't sleep well all night. I couldn't even go to office the next day. Despite deep thinking all day, it was not possible to arrive at a decision. I want to marry Shikha, but I also realize the weakness of my mind. It is not in my nature to be a single woman. I had to make the decision thoughtfully because not all of the girls I had played the game of love with so far had such dangerous well-wishers. Then gradually, as I became a victim of tremendous tension, the thought began to take root in my mind that I neither deserve a lesson nor the friendship or enmity of his well-wishers. With this in mind, I finally made the difficult and heartbreaking decision to get out of Shikha's life. I unbuttoned my shoes and lay back on the bed. Despite my constant intent, tears kept coming to my eyes. Around 8 o'clock, my mobile phone started ringing, so I switched off the phone. Then around 9 o'clock, when someone from outside rang the bell, I got up shocked. When I opened the door, my heart sat on seeing Shikha in front of me. "Won't you wish me?" He instinctively took my hands in his hands. "Happy birthday," I greeted him with a forceful smile. "Not like that, just wish with love," she said and hugged me. "Happy birthday, my love." I don't know how those words came out of my mouth and surprised me. "I've been told by my friends about my meeting with you last night, Kapil." She smiled. "I don't deserve you, Shikha. It would be better if we break your heart later." He put his hand on my mouth and silenced me, saying, "I am not as weak and emotional as before. I also fell in love with you at first sight and will not lose you so easily. My love for you will definitely change. I'm afraid I won't be able to live up to your belief. If you understand the reason for my belief, you will not say so. The honesty that you have given by not coming to my birthday party today is very important in my eyes. This honesty will be the seed of future change in you. I took this step out of fear of threats from your well-wishers." A sad smile emerged on my lips. They love me very much, but they had no right to threaten you. I really don't want to be away from you, she said and came from my chest. Me too. I held him firmly in my arms. At that moment there was no confusion or uncertainty left in my mind and heart. Seeing the ocean of love floating in her eyes, I was convinced that in the future, no Ritu would ever be able to lure me and force me to be infidelity towards Shikha.